Hello and welcome. A friend of mine has asked me to share a chair yoga sequence. So here I'm going to give you a little demo of how to do chair yoga at home and what you should prepare in order to successfully do your chair yoga. So in chair yoga, you're still going to need a yoga mat, and that's going to provide grip for underneath your chair so it doesn't slip from underneath you. If you are doing chair yoga in a wheelchair, you'll need to make sure that you lock the wheels. And so here is a yoga mat that I've placed on top of my carpet. And then I'm going to put my chair there. Now you'll notice that my chair is also free of arms, so you need a chair, really any chair that doesn't have arms will work. So we'll get started. First things first, we're going to work on waking up the spine. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. You can interlace your palms, reach them forward towards the front of the room. Reach your palms up overhead as you inhale. Draw your shoulder blades down and back as you reach your heart up. And then as you exhale, send your palms forward as you round your spine. Again, inhale. This is our seated cow. And on the exhale, this is our seated cat, like a Halloween cat. Take a few rounds like that. What we're going to do is barrel rolls. So for barrel rolls, you can have your feet firmly planted on the floor, palms on your knees or thighs. And we'll just begin to take these circles in one direction. So similar to your cat-cow, you're going to draw your shoulders towards one another, and then you're going to draw them apart from one another when you reach the back of your chair. So as you lean forward, shoulder blades come towards one another. It's relatively subtle. And then as you come to the back of your chair, your shoulder blades will come further apart. And then we'll switch the direction. And then when you feel about even, you can come back to your center. And something else to note with chair yoga is you will adjust throughout the class sitting forward or sitting back, just depending on the pose. So find something that feels stable. So if you need to, actually, here's another pro tip. If your feet are far from the mat or you can't find a nice healthy 90-degree angle in your knees, you might actually bring your feet onto some yoga blocks like this. And you would just place it flat and then have your foot on top. I feel pretty stable in my posture, so I'm gonna go without the yoga blocks. So the next thing we're gonna do is just some simple sun salutations. So inhale, reach the palms high. And exhale, palms come through heart center. We'll take another one like that. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, palms to heart. Last time, inhale. And exhale, palms come to heart center. The next posture we're going to do is a half pyramid. So let me see. So the next posture is going to be hip circles. So you'll draw your palm onto one knee, and we'll just, with the support of the hand, do these hip circles in one direction. This is just to get a little mobility in the hip socket. And then we'll switch the direction. Then you'll bring the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. This is our seated figure four. So you can stay here if you're feeling quite a stretch in the glute, maybe the hamstring of the right leg. Or you can begin to lean forward any amount. So I'm putting a little more weight on my right elbow just because it's gonna help me get a little more stretch in my right glute. I'm gonna flex the right toes. Move my hair out of the way. Just kind of lean forward, and you know, you're in control here, so you get to decide how how much pressure you put. Keep breathing nice and deep and smooth here. The breath is just as important in chair yoga as it would be in any other yoga class. And breathe through any sensation you feel. And then we'll come back up to vertical if you aren't there already. We'll draw that right knee back into the chest, give it a little hug. And then exhale, release the right foot flat on the mat. Go ahead and draw the left knee in towards the chest. And again, we'll do these supported hip circles. You might take just one hand, or if you need a little extra support for the weight of your leg, you can take both hands. You can switch it the other direction. Okay, then go ahead and bring the left ankle to the top of the right thigh. I already know, I can tell at this point that my left glute is a little tighter. So I'm going to be a little more gentle on this side. Keep breathing. In and out through the nose. Okay, we'll come back up here, draw the knee in towards the chest, and release the left foot to the mat. Next pose, we're going to take the right palm to the outside of the left side of the head. So maybe like to the left temple or the left ear, and then just gently begin to draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. Now you can rest the left palm on the left thigh, or you can reach the left arm out to the left. Breathe into the intensity. You might even draw the chin towards the same shoulder. Or you might draw the chin away from the shoulder and see how that feels. I get more of a stretch when I find this shape. So just finding what feels good. Keep breathing. And then release the left palm and release the right palm. Bring the head back to center. Taking that over to the other side. I'm going to bring my left palm to the right side of my head and start to draw my left ear towards my right shoulder. My right palm can stay on my right thigh, or I can reach my right palm out to the right. Just going to feel for a nice stretch in the neck and all these muscles that hold our head up all day long. Again, I might drop the chin. I might lift the chin. For me, somewhere right in the middle is kind of the best. Another breath here. Okay, release right palm, release left palm. Bring the head back to neutral. Okay, next stretch is going to be a side body stretch. I'm just going to move the chair for the purposes of this video, but you can stay exactly as you are. So I'm going to do my right side first, stretch to turn to my right. It's a twist. So my left palm comes to my right knee. My right palm comes to the back of the chair. So I'm going to really leverage the twist, or you can find something more subtle and just bring the right palm to the right hip if you want to have a little less intensity. So you are in control of the intensity here, and you get to choose. Keep breathing. Sometimes with a twist like this, you might feel the breath up in the chest, but see if you can keep breathing through the belly. So you're not constricting the breath to the upper chamber of the lungs. Okay, on my next inhale, I'm going to come back through center. I'm going to take my right palm to the outside of my left knee. Bring my left palm to the back of my chair. And again, you can always bring this left palm to the same left hip. I like a little deeper twist. Inhale, come back through center. And now I'm going to turn the chair to face you again, but you can stay as you are. Okay, so I am going to do my right palm to my right side of the chair, and I'm just going to reach the left palm up and over. And I can reach it back over to the right, or sorry, reach it to the left, and then over to the right across. And just a couple more sweeping motions like this. On the inhale, you can lift up and over, and then stay for the exhale. And then on the inhale, come back up. You can choose how many of these you want. I'm going to do just one more this side. Okay, now I'm going to take my left palm to the left side of my chair. I'm holding the chair here. I'm going to inhale the right palm high. And reach it over as I stretch to the right. And then come back over. Are you still breathing? I'm going to do one more. Okay. This next round, I'm just going to reach up and over with the left hand to the right side. And I'm going to just let myself breathe here. You might soften the eyes. Sometimes you might prefer to grab a leg of the chair, but keep making sure that you're rooting down through the left side hip. Help keep you stable. Last breath here. And then inhale back through center. I'm going to switch out the grip. Left palm to the left side of my chair. Inhale, sweep right palm up and over to the left. Continue to breathe. Maybe you breathe into the right side body. Keep rooting through the right side hip. And then inhale, come back through center. And just pause and center for a second. Maybe close the eyes and feel any sensation in the shoulder blades, in the side bodies, maybe your obliques. And then we're gonna reach the palms out in opposite directions. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, round like you're giving a hug to a big giant beach ball. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you're hugging the whole world. Inhale, reach. Last time, exhale. Okay, now extend the arms in opposite directions. This is where stuff starts to get a little more dynamic. So we're gonna bring the left leg out to the left of the chair. So I've got my knees pointing in opposite directions. My right knee is pointing forward. My left knee is pointing to the left. And I've got my arms reaching out. So this is my warrior two. If you want to get a little more, you can actually step, and depending on the chair you're in, the right leg out and stamp the outside edge of the right foot on the mat. But this is also plenty. So choose your variation. Those arms starting to get tired, starting to get stronger from the resistance against gravity. Keep reaching, allow your chest to be proud. Gaze over the left hand. And I'm gonna reach my palms up overhead and step my left foot in towards center. Now taking that over to the other side, I'm gonna reach my arms out again to this T, step my right foot out to the right, adjust my wings, warrior two on the right side this time. Again, there's the option to step that left foot out so that you're really just using the chair as more of a base, but you can seal the sole of the left foot to the mat. Or again, this is plenty here. Gaze over the right middle finger. Focus on your breath. Feel the strength of your shoulders, your arms. Okay, on the next inhale, flip the palms up, draw them overhead, and then step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Take a moment. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna take it to the left again, warrior two. This time we're gonna bring the left elbow to the left thigh and reach the right arm up overhead. This is our side angle pose. You might feel a nice little stretch in the right side body like we did earlier in that side stretch. On the inhale, come back up to vertical, reach the palms away from each other. Right palm comes to the seat of my chair, left palm reaches up and back. This is my reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Draw the palms up overhead and step the left foot to meet the right. Okay, warrior two, right side, right leg steps out, palms out to a T. Take an inhale. Exhale, side angle, right elbow to right thigh, left palm reaches up and over. Notice if you're collapsing in this right shoulder, if you're hunching down, you want to make sure you're bright and awake in the chest. Keep reaching that left arm over the ear. And one more breath. Notice if you're clenching the jaw. And then inhale, come back up to your warrior two, come to vertical, left palm to the back of the chair, and reach the right palm up and back for warrior two. You might notice that you need a little more space. Draw that left shoulder away from the left ear. Inhale, back through center. Reach the palms up overhead and step the left foot to meet the right. We'll rinse it out with one sun A. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Inhale. Circle, sweep palms up. Let's do cactus this time. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Draw the heart forward. Inhale, reach. And exhale, palms to heart center. Maybe soften the eyes, close. We have one more set. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms come through heart center. We're gonna fold over our legs. So in this case, I might have blocks under my feet, like I mentioned earlier, or I might just have a block underneath my hands. I might have two blocks, one underneath each hand on the highest setting. For me today, I'm just gonna reach my palms to the mat and I'm gonna allow my head and neck to drop here. I'm gonna inhale, halfway lift with my fingertips tented. And for this, I am gonna bring the block on the lowest setting. So if you need the block on whatever setting, you have 3 options there. And then I'm gonna put my palm in the center of the block and reach my right palm high for a twist. Now you can keep reaching that right palm high, or you might take a half bind. Take the palm behind you at the low back and grab for the top of the left thigh. If that doesn't make sense and you can't really visualize that, no worries. You can just keep reaching the right palm high. Be alive in the fingers. Draw the shoulder away from the ear. One more breath. In and out through the nose. Exhale. Right palm to the block, right about the center of the block. And I'm going to switch. Inhale, left palm high. Maybe take that half bind. Maybe you keep left palm extended. Okay, exhale, release. One more forward fold, let the head go. And then on your inhale, walk yourself back up to vertical. Next is going to be our Shavasana. So for those of you in a wheelchair, you'll just stay in the chair and take a Shavasana, sit back so you're comfortable. If you need the blocks under your feet to help you feel supported, like I would if I was going to stay in this posture for Shavasana. For those of you who want to try something different, I'm going to show you from the side a waterfall Shavasana with the chair. So in this instance, I'm going to sit on the floor and I'm going to bring my legs up to the chair. I'm going to work my way down to the floor and allow myself to take Shavasana here. Allow your eyes to close. Take this time for yourself in whichever variation you're in. If it's chilly where you are, it might be nice to have a blanket nearby. And just notice your breath. Know that you are resilient and strong, that you are capable, and that you just did your chair practice. Now is the time to rest. I'll leave you here for as long as you'd like to take Shavasana. Thanks for watching. Namaste.